Hi, this is Peggy Clary of Clary Law Offices, one of our estate planning attorneys. And I want to spend today talking about, in our daily video chat, a commonly asked question we receive in the office when a loved one has passed away. And it makes a lot of sense, and it really starts from mom has died with some debts, maybe a medical debt, maybe a charge card debt, maybe something more larger in scope like a tax lien that she owed during her life. And the person who comes and talks to me about this is really worried they're personally liable for that debt. So the simple answer to that is no. Under Florida law, you as someone going to serve as personal representative, or even as a filer of a smaller probate proceeding, the summary administration, you don't hold any personal liability for the decedent's debts. What you do hold, though, is if you're going to have some sort of administration process, a notification duty that would go to these creditors. And if there are valid debt and there's assets available to pay the debt, then as a person filing the probate or as a personal representative, you have a duty under Florida law to ensure that payment is received by the creditor. And if you don't fulfill that duty, either as the filer of the summary administration or as the personal representative, then some personal obligation may arise. Now, before we even get to that stage, though, Florida law does a priority of classification for creditor claims. So there's a two-part process that really unfolds when you're trying to determine how are we going to pay the debt that was owed by our mom, or do we even need to pay it? So the first prong is to understand the level of classification of creditor debt. And Florida puts that starting at the highest class of 1, and then in a descending order all the way to class 8. And then once you've determined which level of the ladder that debt is identified as, we then look at the second prong of the equation, which is what assets are available to satisfy the debt. And Florida law states that we start at the highest and we work our way down. So creditors actually have an order of importance to be paid. So that process sometimes can take a few weeks to unwind, because not only do you need to know what were the debts of my mom, so it might take a while for a medical copay to come in. You also need to understand what assets are available to pay these debts of your parent. So our attorneys at Clary Law stand ready to help you work through that analysis. We hope this video today has been helpful to you, and we truly wish you a life of civility, dignity, and respect. And we appreciate your time while you review this commonly asked question pertaining to a loved one who has passed away owing some debts to a third party.